out actress Bella Thorne, who tweeted out road closures caused by California's deadly mudslides were going to make her miss her boyfriend's concert. The Code Black star shared a screenshot of Thorne's tweet on Instagram, which read, "Bleep you 101 to Santa Barbara. I'm missing my boyfriend's first date on his tour." Lowe fired back, responding, "This attitude is why people hate celebrities in Hollywood. Bella, I'm sorry you were inconvenienced. We will try to move out our dead quicker." Thorne later deleted her original tweet, but posted an apology on Thursday, writing, "Bleep, just caught up on some news, had no idea why the 101 was shut down. Get home to your family safe." Lowe shared that friends of his are among the missing, posting on Instagram, "More terrible stories of loss today. Friends missing, some gone forever. Pray for Montecito, and know every day could be your last. Embrace that."
Actress Bella Thorne's phone was recently hacked, and blackmailers threatened to release nude photos of her if she didn't pay up. So she posted a lengthy note on Twitter about how she's taking back her power by releasing the photos herself. Is this the way to do it?
Let's see. Oh. She's fully clothed here.
Yeah.
I saw the picture of her nude, almost nude or whatever. I have to be honest, if I had that body, I'd post them at the Food Emporium. But,
yeah.
And she says, Sonny goes, she's too young, she's 21. That's exactly the age when you look the best.
It just saddens me that these kids, that they have to go through this. I guess it's the age of social media, but to, for someone to sort of extort her and threaten her with posting these pictures, I just, it's terrible.
She's crawling out of her skin.
I do, Whoopi. I just feel that
if you don't put them, if you don't take
that
them
to
and
her.
put them in, listen, if you're famous, I don't care how old you are, you don't take nude pictures of yourself
But she only
because.
wants to share it with one person.
But she should, listen, when they're hacking you, they're hacking all of your stuff. So whether it's one picture or a million pictures, once you take that picture, it goes into the cloud and it's available to any hacker who wants it. And if you don't know that in 2019, that this is an issue, I'm sorry, your age does not, you don't get to do that.
But why not
Why
not just make a hard copy and put it in a frame and send it? Why does it have to be out there like that? I don't understand that.
Well, the problem with the hard copy is that the person who has made the picture appear on your thing also has a copy.
But she's not to blame. It's the guy that's trying to extort her.
Yes,
this is
that's
very,
what I'm
very
saying.
common.
Yes.
It's very common for people to take nude photos.
Yes.
It's very common to receive them. Back when I was dating, I used to get it all the time.
Right.
I will say, Rihanna said in 2009, because she had leaked photos, she said, they were from my boyfriend at the time. If you don't send your boyfriend naked pictures, then I feel bad for him. Now, I will say, I never did it.
Say that again?
She said, if you don't send your boyfriend naked pictures, then I feel bad for him. I will say, the only reason why I didn't is because my family was in politics. That's it. I know the temptation. Again, you got to be comfortable with it being, I just assume everything I send is screenshot and sent everywhere.
Yes.
But I will say, we are going to have a president someday that has had a sex tape. That's just the era we're living in.
But this is fine.
Maybe we do. I mean,
it's probably fine. But you cannot be surprised that someone has hacked you, especially if you have stuff on your phone. That's why they're hacking.
But they have
you.
a right to privacy.
Talking about up top is this Bella Thorne thing, right, with Whoopi Goldberg.
What happened?
I mean, Roxy,
me to explain?
cut me off if I do it wrong. But I think that she had taken some pictures with whoever it was for someone she was with, or some nude pictures, whatever it might have been, and someone was going to frame her and say, look, I hacked into your phone and I have these pictures, and to get ahead of that, she said, you know what, I'm proud of my body, I'm proud of everything that I've done, I'm just going to release it myself, and she just released it herself, so the guy doesn't get any payment for it, and she just kind of went and did a thing and said, look, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I've done, and these were mine. And instead of someone holding me hostage, I'm just going to release them to the world. And so the View were talking, and I think that there was who was funny? Joy Behar, is that her name?
Yeah.
She had said something very funny to where she's like, if I had a body like hers.
You don't know who Joy Behar is?
I do. I know. I just sometimes I forget your name a lot of times. I forget Riley's name too.
Roxy Stryer.
RJ.
You know how many times I've called you Rocky?
Yeah.
Called you Rocky a few times.
And I take it as a compliment every time.
As you should. But anyway, Joy was very funny to where she said, if I had a body like that, I'd do it in the supermarket or whatever she said. It was funny. But
so
then Whoopi Goldberg.
This is the quote. I can read the exact quote, so we're not paraphrasing.
Yes.
She said, Once you take that picture, it goes into the cloud and it's available to any hacker who wants them. And if you don't know that in 2019 that this is an issue, I'm sorry, your age does not, you don't get to do that. And Bella responded to that. So basically, Whoopi was saying, "This is you did this to yourself."
Right.
Bella responded saying, "Shame on you. I don't really want to go on The View anymore because I don't really want to be beaten down by a bunch of older women for my body and my sexuality," which is. She was incredibly upset that Whoopi specifically
took that stance. Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm on Bella's side on this one. I think that look, the fact that we do live in a much different age from when Whoopi was coming up. You know, is that like if she wants to do this and she's with someone and she's a human being, it's not right for us to say, well, you're a celebrity, so you should know the rules. It's like, no, because there are people out there who do rotten things. You're giving in to the terrorists, is what you're doing. She should be able to do whatever the hell she wants.
She's not giving these photos up.
And if she got ahead of it and said, you know what, and the message was strong, where she said, I'm proud of my body, I'm proud of what I'm doing, and I'm releasing this. I think that, I got to be honest. When I'm with her, I'm a big fan of Whoopi Goldberg, but I got to agree with Bella here, and I say shame on Whoopi for this one.
I have thoughts too, but just a couple other quotes. Whoopi Goldberg says, "If you're famous, I don't care how old you are, you don't take nude pictures of yourself." And then Sunny Hostin, who is another co-host on The View, said, "It just saddens me that these kids have to go through this. For someone to extort her and threaten her with posting these pictures, it's terrible."
Right.
Which I completely agree with.
That for sure.
That's the problem. This was like, for me, and again, I'm going to get crapped on for this, but this is like when a girl wears a skirt that's very short and then something bad happens and they say, well, you asked for this. Which is an absurd thing to say. But usually that comes from a place of ignorance, hatred, whatever it is. For Whoopi Goldberg to say this about another famous woman is, to me, was so disgusting. That's what she took from this. Well, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't be taking pictures of your own body, you moron.
Right. It's like, this is what do you expect?
And I get that it is a different time, and nudies are very popular in our culture today. People send them to their girlfriends, boyfriends, take them for themselves, whatever it is.
Funny. She's like essentially like defending the guy who did it. She's like, look, you're famous. He's got the right to do it. It's like, what?
What?
That's
actual act.
That's what it seemed like.
It's an insane thing. I would be shocked if Whoopi doesn't come out and apologize, because I don't think she meant it that way, but it definitely came across that way. Yeah. And if I was Bella, I would not go back on the show either.
Yeah, I think more or less, or at least when she was on it, I think more or less it was something to where she was being like a mom, to where it was like, hey, don't do that type of stuff, and these actions maybe they're not.
But then why the famous part?
I know.
Because then just say, young ladies out there, just so you guys know, this is a possibility. Yeah. So if you don't want to get out there, I know it's not fair to you guys. You should be able to do what you want on your own in your own private space.
But the way it came out, you're famous, so I guess what? So you're famous.
You should know
this
better.
Is part of it. So it was a bad. It didn't come off very well. But
no.
Riley, what do you think?
I love that she did this, and I just read her Bella. I just read her what she wrote to the hacker, because this guy was sending her all the pics and threatening her and harassing her, and she said, "It feels so good to take my power back." I'm going to paraphrase, and she said, "Oh yeah," and I love this end part. "Oh yeah, the FBI will be at your house shortly, so watch. Period. Your period. Mother. Period. Fucking period back."
Yeah,
I love her for this.
Yeah.
She doesn't. It's like,
no. She went. Fuck you. You're not going to get money from it. I'm going to release it myself. And guess what? Now you're going to jail.
It's
Good
amazing.
Good for her.
I've spoken many times about the fact that I don't really understand Bella Thorne's fame. Right. And where exactly it came from. She became just like such a mega star.
Her generation, for sure. Yeah.
Without having, like, to me, it wasn't like Miley or Selena or these people who had. I sound old when I say it, but I never understood her fame necessarily. But that is not. Being famous or not has literally nothing to do with this.
She's a human being.
She's a human being. Right. So that's the part that and I'm glad she said something. I'm glad she did this. And I've said this a million times, not to give anybody any ideas, but if really you think the worst thing you could do to me is release pictures of my body, pictures that I took because I thought I looked good,
right?
Go fuck yourself.
Right.
That's the best you could come up with. How not innovative and stupid do you have to be?
And desperate for money.
And desperate for money. Yeah. You wanna use somebody else's body against them? We all have one. It's a body.
Right.
Fine. Look at her and say, I know that you said something racist, sexist, ignorant, anti-Semitic, whatever it is for who her personality, anything like that.
Right.
But for your body, what are you, stupid?
Yeah, it's really, really sad in general. The whole situation pretty bad, and I hope Whoopi apologizes also. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see.
She's gonna, I think.
Yeah. She's blowing up on Twitter right now. It's Bella Thorne called her out.
Yeah.
She's retweeting it. Oh yeah. And I think that it deserves an apology. I think she misspoke.
I think it does. I don't think that was fair to first of all,
and not like Whoopi really.
No, not in that particular situation. She had like you said, Rox, I think that she probably had one way of an intent of what she was trying to say, but it just didn't come off right.